Yo, what up? It's your boy Chef Hart here, and you tuned in to another episode of Cooking with Hart. Guess what? I got a gift. Before I get into all this, I just want to say it's good to be back, you know? New creative juices, you know, some light, new space. You know, it feels good to be back. You know, get the creative juices flowing. Now, enough about that. Back into this. I got a gift, you know, from a friend of mine. It is a Hexclad 8-inch chef's knife. Now, I'm not sponsored by them at all. It would be nice to be. So Hexclad, you wanna sponsor me? You know, this guy right here. Let's open it, shall we? Nice little unboxing. Ooh, look at that. Start off with a little Hexclad cutlery booklet, you know, pretty nice. Nice little Hexclad thing to wipe your little knife off. Look at that. Oh, green finish, wood of course. Initials in the back, HC. Nice little sheath that comes with it. This thing is nice, it's real nice. Shout out to Hexclad, man. They've been doing their thing in the game for a minute. Their cutlery, their pots, all the things they got going on, it's amazing. Hexclad, sponsor this guy. Hit me up, let's do something, you know? Or I'll be that guy that makes something with your stuff all the time and keep tagging you and tell you, you know, hit me. So yeah, do that. All right, so now that we got that out the way, I'm gonna make me a nice little hash, right? A breakfast hash, potato hash. I got what, some russet potatoes, some sweet potatoes, tocino, AKA some bacon, a couple of seasonings and some eggs, and I got me an onion. I had stuff in my fridge I wanted to use, I wanted to get rid of it. So let's make something, shall we? Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna do this as easy as possible, right? I'm gonna try to do my best to make this go as smoothly as I can. I'm gonna cut up all of my stuff first, from my bacon to my potatoes, to my bell peppers, to all that, and then we're gonna take a walk over there to the I'm gonna cut up all my stuff first, right? From my tomatoes, from my bacon to my bell peppers, my potatoes, my garlic, all that rigmarole, I'm gonna cut all that first because I don't wanna have to take multiple trips back and forth from here to the stove. So we're gonna do that, then we're gonna walk over to the stove and do everything from there. First, I'm gonna cut up my bacon. Why? This bacon. We're gonna render the fat out of this bacon. Now, that might sound confusing, but rendering fat is basically cooking the bacon and getting all the fat out of it. It's kind of like self-explanatory. Rendering the fat, that's it. If I had a thicker piece of bacon, I would cut it up into lardons, and lardons are basically thick cubes of bacon. But since I don't got that, I'm going to basically, damn, that's a sharp knife. I'm gonna basically, what's the word? Simulate that, if that makes sense. All right. So I'm gonna cut this down here, all right? Got my nice little, you know, cut them like this. When it comes to making hash, you can use whatever type of meat you want. You want ham, do that. Chicken, do that. Steak, do that. Whatever type of meat that you want, you can do. But for this case, all I have is bacon, so I'm gonna use this. And I like it because bacon is a lot of flavor, and who don't like bacon? And I got my sweet potato here. I'm gonna peel and cut this. You can leave the skin on if you want. Some people do. It's not gonna hurt you. Doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna peel it for this sake. And this color looks nice as well. But when it comes to my yellow potatoes over here, I'm gonna just leave the skin on. I don't want those peeled. So I'm gonna peel this and I'm gonna cut these, dice these. I want them into like a nice cube. Those type of cuts are called brunoise if you don't know. Probably another video that I did, but it's just a smaller dice. I do that so they can cook evenly. Potatoes are very dense, so you know if you cook them, they take a while. But the smaller you cook them, the easier and the faster it is to. The smaller you cut them, the easier it is to cook them. Nice and peeled. Go down the middle. All right. Probably another one like this. On this side. Jesus. All right. Nice little dicey dice. Dicey McDice. All right. Yeah. All right, so kind of like this size, what I'm looking for. Y'all can see this. All right, now I got my yellows. Now, I like this nice little contrast between these and those, two different colors. It's gonna look nice. I know they're not the same size, but I'm going to try to dice these the same size as just so they can all cook together at the same time. All right. And I'm not peeling these because I like the skin. I like this texture. All right. If you don't like the texture of it, you might want to probably peel them, but I do. So, eh. All right. So now, got my bell peppers, got my onion. All right. I'm gonna add these two into this. 2 reasons. One, I like the color between the red and the white, and then the yellow and the orange as well. And 2, flavor profile. Onion's a little bit sweet. White onion's a little bit sweet, of course, and bell peppers also have a sweet flavor to them as well. My point, what I'm trying to do when I'm cooking and making these videos is so that way you guys do not have to always watch something to learn how to do it. You can know what the flavor profile is and then add it to whatever else you want. You know, I can hold your hand all day, but that's not the point. My point is to assist you so you can learn and be like, oh, I can do this on my own. Or I remember Chef Hart was like, oh, I can add this or I can add this. So yeah. So there's 2 ways to cut this. I think I showed you guys before, maybe, maybe not. Either way, you learned a new today. Either cut it this way and have your little things and cut them like that, or you can do them this way. Go apart the whole thing. Go apart the whole thing. You got that. It's little to no core, right? But that kind of was null and void because this happened, but it's okay. Whatever, all right? So I'm gonna cut these into little matchsticks, all right? If you wanna get this part out, the flesh part, you can. Or just nice like that and discard the rest. But I kinda wanna start doing like no waste. So we're gonna still end up cutting that anyway. All right? We're gonna dice these up too, probably about the same size as our onions. If it's a little bit smaller, that's cool too. Remember, the size let you know how fast it's gonna cook. If they're small, they'll cook really fast. If they're big, it'll take some time. All right, so now I got some garlic here. You know, Chef Hart lover the garlic. So what you're gonna do, you know, put our garlic in a little garlic peeler, if you will, with a little skin remover. You know, I always like to find little nice little knickknacks and patty whacks in different stores and test them out, see how they work. There you go. This one peels your garlic. Look at that. That's crazy. Just give it a nice little roll, and usually all your skin is off of your garlic. All right, now that I got my garlic peeled and finished, right? The reason I choose how I choose my flavor profile is very like different. I see things in my head, and when I see it in my head, I just do it. Like, I know that potatoes are hearty when I'm thinking of something in the breakfast. Usually we're really hungry in the morning. 9 times out of 10, that's when your metabolism is like really fast and you want to eat something. So it's like, all right, what do I want? Do I want something sweet, something hearty, something savory, something, you know, sour? What is it? And this hash is kind of a way to get all that. You know, you got the sweetness from the potatoes, a little bit from the onions as well. You got the savoriness from the bacon and the saltiness from the bacon as well. We're gonna add some eggs in there too, so that gives you protein. You know, that's savory as well. That's how I really go about it when I'm choosing it. It's just depending on what I'm feeling that day. I don't really go by region all the time or whatever. Just depending on what I have and what I see in my head is what I'm gonna create. And I think that's the best thing about being a creative is creating, you know. We can all look up YouTube recipes and what you're doing right now. We can all look up recipes and read books and whatever, but it's like, what is it that you want? And you can just look at it from there and go from there. So that's why I can get all these ingredients together and say, boom, I wanna do this, I wanna do this, I wanna do this. And they all come together. Come together like me and you, right now. All right, look, got all my potatoes in here. Boom, bam, pow, right? I'm gonna season these, okay? I got my black pepper here. I got my salt in this little thing right here, of course. I got garlic and onion powder. Although I'm adding garlic and onions in there, I still want more of that flavor. And of course, I got my this is a little chicken bouillon, all right? Don't sleep on the bouillons, because they be, you know, putting out that fire. They really do, but it's gonna add a little kick, you know? In the words of Mr. Lagasse, kick it up a notch, all right? Also, I got my cayenne pepper for a little bit of heat and my smoked paprika for some smoky flavor. Because these two, cayenne and paprika on potatoes, they never miss. Never, they never miss. Also, rosemary don't miss either. I got some of that, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. For this, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the basics, all right? A basic potato seasoning, I'm telling you right now, this is it. Salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper. Simple, that's all you need. Every time, it will hit every time, all right? Got canola oil right here as well. If If you want some healthier, avocado oil. You can use olive oil too, but I'm just doing this to get them really stuck in there, right? That flavor and that spice is gonna stick on there. And mind you, I'm cooking it in bacon fat anyway, so you know, we're not really looking at healthy right now. We're looking at something that, you know, get you them gains, get that stuck, that thickness, all right? So, add a little bit of this, veg oil, right? I'm not going a lot, just a lot so it can stick, right? And you can use your hands too. Don't be afraid to get dirty. If you ain't got hands, you use utensils. You know, get the olive oil coat on there real nice and evenly like. That to the side. All right, garlic and onion. All right, I do about like a tablespoon of each. All right, a little bit of black pepper. See, my black pepper is kind of low right now. All right. And make sure you mix them as you go, but you don't want to just flavor or season one side. All right. A little bit of the CB. I ain't talking about Chris Brown. You know, Chris Brown, you want to come on here, you can, man. You know, just cook something, my boy. All right. Now, ooh, look at that. A little bit of that cayenne. All right. I don't know why they don't mix cayenne and paprika together. Like, you know, that'll be a pretty good seasoning, you know. Got the heat and the smokiness. A little bit of the Paps, smoked Paps. All right. Keep that going. Yeah, you can smell this. You can smell this flavor going around, all right? Of course, a little bit of salt in here as well. All right, keep mixing all together. We'll do its thing. This is actually really good on home style potatoes too. If you like those, it's good seasoning for that too. All right, so we good. We in there. Notice I ain't got no Lorry's. That's like a cheat code, but it's still fire. But I kind of want to stay away from that to create a lot more and layer flavors on, you know. But the all-in-ones are good though. Don't sleep on those. Don't sleep on those. Head over to the next part now. Look, before we start this, please turn your pans to medium low, okay? You don't want nothing burning down here. That bacon we had, we're gonna add it into there. It's gonna begin to go through a process known as rendering the fat. Well, Chef Hort, what's rendering the fat mean? Well, I'm glad y'all asked. Rendering the fat is a cooking technique that involves slowly cooking animal fat over low heat until it melts and liquefies, rather than it crisping up. Mind you, bacon is half and half, so that's fine. That other half that's fat is gonna begin to liquefy. And I know I said medium heat, that's because it's gonna go a little bit faster for us. We don't have all day, because I know you guys are hungry. So, that's gonna be doing that. We're gonna discard our bacon once that's cooked, and we're gonna leave that oil in there. Now with that oil, we're gonna add our potatoes in there and let those cook. Don't overcrowd this pan if you don't got a big enough pan, because it's gonna look like Black Friday at Circuit City or Best Buy. You don't want those problems. Are Circuit City still even around? Guess not. Anyway, once that's all nice and evenly cooked, we're gonna begin to add our bell peppers, our onions, and our garlic in there. Add that in there. Okay, make sure that gets folded into there nice and neatly. Always seasoned, because we're adding body as we go. Okay, now we about to put that W in there, that W sauce, that Worcestershire sauce. Okay, and of course add the heavy cream to give it a little bit more body. That's gonna be nice, thick. It's gonna be amazing. Trust me. Now remember that bacon we had? Go ahead and add that John in there. You add that in there, fold it up nice. Now I'm about to get into some big back activities and add me 3 eggs in here too, because your boy is hungry. So I added my 3 eggs in there, put a lid on top. Now, my eggs got jogging shoes on. Why? Because I like my eggs a little bit runny, and that's cool. Took them off, salt, pepper, boom. I add a little bit of cilantro to mine too, just to make it look more nice. And I guarantee you, all this coming together, you're going to be sitting there saying hallelujah, because Lord God, it's one of them meals that you will not forget. I guarantee you. Sit down and eat. All right, look at this. This is pretty. I like this. This is a sweet potato hash, little afternoon breaky, you know? Afternoon breaky type situation, you know? Of course, you got everything coming together nicely. The potatoes tender, the bacon crispy, the egg cooked. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing more to give. Onions, garlic, peppers, nice. It's real good in here, all right? I want to taste it, but it looks so pretty, I don't want to, do it. But if you can make this for like a group of people that have a little brunch thing going on, you want something savory, bring this out, I guarantee you. Pants drop. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, what's up? It's a good breakfast meal. Hearty, great. Flavor's going crazy. You can sprinkle a little ketchup on there if you want to. But it's good like as is to me. I rate this like, honestly, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. We good to go. Let's knock it out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Cooking with Heart. I'm out of here.
You got your eviction notice on the back. Oh, video. That is funny.
What is this?